Hello, everybody. I'm back with someone who is near and dear to my heart and someone I think you're going to find of great value. And it's going to be a lively conversation. It's going to be a great conversation. I'm here with my friend Denise. Denise, thank you for being here. Denise is awesome. She's a translator and just is filling in right now and doing this and helping the podcast live on right now. And Denise is someone who has so much to share. Denise is from Mexico. She's been here 32 years, and I know her story a little bit, but I want to share it, and I think it's interesting. It's a value, and let's start the Saving Humanity podcast. Denise, what do you remember most about your childhood in Mexico, and how did that sort of shape the woman that you became?
I had the most beautiful childhood because I come from a very small place, and probably we all, if we were not family, we felt like we all were family.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at the time that you could roam around and
Right.
no telephones, no nothing.
Right.
Everything was really healthy.
I like that. There's something to that, the digital detox, not having to have a screen in front of you at all times. Even myself, I feel so much better when I don't, but it's so addicting. And the big tech knows exactly how to tap into our brains and get us to that. I was reading a thing yesterday about we're descendants of ancestors who everything that they did was everything was in such scarcity that when they found a little bit of food, they just went all in on it. And if they found a little bit of something that they got like a reward from, they just absorbed themselves in it. And now we come from those people, and we're living in a society where the problem isn't scarcity, but it's an overabundance of things, food or technology or whatever. And then our brain is adapted to when we get a little reward to just keep going to it. And so like our evolutionary brain is not caught up to this new age technology. So I know exactly what you're saying. And back to you, Denise. What inspired you to pursue medical school and sort of pursue a path in medicine?
Actually, because I do not like pain.
Mm.
So I always, when I was young, I thought I was going to be a vet, but my dad didn't like that idea. So I didn't like pain, and I thought if I can help other people, but then I realized when you have a deep wound, you have to wash it
Right.
really good. And I don't like pediatrics because I feel for the kids.
Mm.
I'm too tender for
Right.
that. But other than that, plastic surgery was my thing.
Was your niche?
Yes.
Did you, when you were younger, were you always the one like taking care of people, trying to help them and things if someone got hurt?
Till the day of today, I love to offer my help. I live in my community. There's a lot of seniors,
Mm-hmm.
and I started last week with a 90-year-old lady
Mm.
who wanted to have a phone and a phone line. So I helped her with that. And, other
Yes.
neighbors that have been ill,
Yes.
they know I have my medical training.
Yes.
So since I came to the country, I stopped practicing.
Right.
So
Right. And I know Denise pretty well. So when she says that she helps somebody who's 90 with the phone, that's absolutely 100% accurate. And she does many things that, she doesn't even talk about. But when you first came to America 32 years ago, what surprised you the most about life here?
cleanliness,
Okay.
how clean the most of the country. Although I went to California first, and it's different downtown, the graffiti and all
Right.
that. but where I lived for 24 years is
Yes.
Ventura. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place, and there's still ranches, and it's also a small place, and how clean it was, the freeways. That we don't we don't have freeways at all,
Right.
so it's just a highway. So yeah, many things, many
Right.
things. You know, it's, you come to the first world, and it's
Right.
awesome.
Right. That's interesting to hear. I mean, some of those things I know intuitively, but just to hear you say it. And what was the hardest part of leaving Mexico behind? And I guess what did you learn from that process?
My family.
Mm.
My family. I have lived all my life in Mexico, in different states. I went to Guadalajara for my career, and I lived in Tijuana and several places. So coming here and change my life, my culture, the language, my friends, everything.
Right.
It took me 3 years to say, okay,
Right.
I'm okay now.
Right.
And since I'm from Baja, it's 2 hours from here. I would go every time, like every month first, and stay there for 2 weeks or
Right.
more. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
They say our accent, obviously your language, but they say our accents were developed with the people we were around. We were like 6 and 7 years old, and if you ever, when I talk to 83-year-old men from like Boston or wherever, it's still there. Even if they haven't lived there in 50 years, it's amazing like how, because I guess speaking, we just do it on autopilot most of the time, but maybe in those formative years, that's where we sort of learn how to talk. And
Well, my husband is from New Jersey,
mm-hmm.
so he has
Right.
a little bit of accent.
Yes, ma'am.
Not too much. Yeah. And my English is from California? Because when I came here, I never studied.
Right.
I never went to school.
Right.
So I've learned through the years.
Right.
I remember having headaches, and I couldn't realize why.
Right.
And it was my brain was trying so hard to learn the language as best as I could.
Yes.
I'm like a perfectionist.
Right.
So I realized that it was the language
Right.
gave me headaches.
Right. That's
Put your
funny.
brain to work.
That's funny. It's true. It's true. I'm learning Spanish
Yeah.
myself, and you almost have to unlearn some things or rethink how you think about words when you learn a different language. Now, you mentioned your husband. How would you describe the early years of your life with your husband? And sort of that part of your life?
Well, first of all, we met through a mutual friend. So when it was better, although I was a practicing doctor down there, I said I'd rather raise my children here.
Right.
And he had a good job. He's a scientist. He worked for whoever knows Amgen.
Okay.
In California. So he made good
Right.
salary. So I stopped working. Although at the beginning, I used to go there and do some work for free, like cleft palate and burn
Right.
patients.
Yes.
I would do it for free.
Right.
So it just kept me going.
Right.
It's hard not to work
It
at
is.
the beginning.
Yes. Yes. When you're not used to working. I agree.
Yeah.
Now, what values did you and your husband really work to install in your children? What were some things that you really worked to sort of bring the light in your family?
He comes from kind of a broken family.
Okay.
So when he met me, he knew he wanted a woman who was we're going to be a good mom.
Right.
and that I decided, okay, I will give up my career and just look after the children. And I have my parents' teachings,
Right.
high morals, and
Right.
the culture. We had to fuse both cultures.
Yes.
It was not hard because I'm pretty open mind,
Right. You are.
pretty liberal.
Yep.
So that was not too hard for me. But I like the way we did it.
Right.
How? I don't know. Through
Right.
the years, it went like that.
Yes. There's, yeah. What's been the most emotionally challenging part of caring for your husband as his dementia progressed? Denise's husband has dementia, I believe, and
Alzheimer's and dementia.
and dementia.
Yeah.
And I know him as well. And what's sort of been the most emotionally challenging part of that of this journey that you're on?
More than challenging, scary. It started going too fast. First, I thought it was like he used to drink, and I thought he's drinking too much. But it was like he started like hallucinating and saying things that didn't make sense until he had a car accident.
Okay.
And that's when he got his driver's license taken
Right.
from him. And I took him to the doctor, and this has been 4 years from now.
Okay.
And a lot of studies, and his brain is shrinking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he has I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's challenging in the way that I don't know what's going to happen. It's day by day, and it's really hard. Today was a pretty special hard day because there are days that he's quiet, he's right there, he watches TV, but he still walks, and that's when I have to keep an eye on him.
Right.
So it's challenging, yes.
What's one thing about caring for someone with Alzheimer's dementia that people don't understand until they sort of live through it?
That you lose a lot of your part of yourself, your life, your likes, what you do. Believe it or not, I used to exercise a lot, and also I went into a deep depression, knowing because of my background. We don't put our family in homes, or it's our duty to take care of them.
Right.
So he's a 6 feet tall guy.
Yes.
And very heavy. He has fallen, broken bones, and all of that makes it scary.
Right.
But I have had help from my neighbors.
Right.
One thing about Utah,
yes,
it's the people is different from California.
Right.
And they offer you a lot of help.
Right.
So I don't feel alone.
Right.
And yeah, but every day is different. Every day.
What helps you stay patient and sort of compassionate on those hard days?
My dogs.
Okay.
They're my life. That's why they're emotional support.
Right.
Because he hardly talks, and sometimes he sits there and he closes his eyes and he doesn't talk.
Right.
So it's just me and him in that big house, and it's so quiet. And if it wasn't for the energy, it's two little Yorkies, so people know how noisy those guys are. So yeah, I have 2 children, but they're grown up. They're not here.
Right.
But my two dogs are,
That's awesome.
yeah.
And I know her two dogs are great, and they're definitely service animals.
They're trained. The old one
Right.
is trained, yeah.
Yes. What message would you give to other women who feel like they have to be strong for their family all the time?
I said, I'm not a religious person,
Mm-hmm.
so I believe in myself.
Right.
If I don't do things, no one is going to do anything for me.
Right.
So even when I got my depression, way inside of me, I never thought I was going to be in this situation.
Right.
So
Right.
inside of me, there was the healthy me that knew how sick I was.
Right.
So I reached out for help.
Right.
And with that, you have to, that's why we help people, because I needed
Right.
and
Right.
I was helped.
Right.
And it took me like 3 years to get out of the
Right.
dust,
Right.
but it's not pretty. And that, I don't want to be there anymore.
Right.
It was so scary. So when people feel alone, like this 90-year-old lady, she feels everybody died. Parents, children, friends.
Right.
So she's so
Right.
old that she has nobody.
Right.
And she just come and visit me, and why not?
Right.
And it makes me feel good
Right.
to
Right.
be able to
It
do
does. It does. They always say, if you're ever stressed or depressed, think of 3 things that you're grateful for. If you can say 3 things you're grateful for, your brain cannot be depressed and grateful at the same time. And this is a legitimate life hack. Your brain cannot be depressed and grateful at the same time. So if you're depressed, say 3 things that you're grateful for, and your brain actually, neurologically transforms. As crazy as that might sound, that's Tony Robbins right there. Tony Robbins, he taught me that. You're incredibly kind to the adults with disabilities that I work with. So I work, I teach school, but I work a lot, over 40 hours a week with adults with special needs. What motivates you to be like that? And sort of how did you, what motivates you to have that kind of energy and compassion that you have for adults with special needs?
You are the awesome guy.
Wow, thank you.
You do a great job with those 2
Thank
guys
you.
because
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
older, they're
Sure.
adults.
Yes, ma'am.
And one of them has diabetes,
Yes, ma'am.
and I've seen the way you take care of him.
Oh, thank you.
And you love them, but you can be at one point,
A leader.
to say, no, you're not going to do this.
Right.
And that's why they started visiting when
Right.
summer.
Yes.
I was in the garden, and that's how we met.
Yes.
And you guys were, I knew that they were not by themselves.
Right. Right.
And they're adorable.
Right.
They are, I don't know,
Right.
one of them is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But you are the really, really, you walk them, you take
Thank you.
care of them.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
for saying that.
you are great, and you're young, and that means a lot.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate you saying that means a lot. That I don't take that for granted. And I love working with adults with special needs. It's a passion of mine. It's fun. It's fun. It really is fun. There's always something different going to happen. And working with adults with special needs is my greatest teacher relative to developing my patience, my flexibility to handle almost any situation, because it really is. It's such a cliche, but until you really do it all the time and you work with intense individuals, you see, and so thank you for saying that. I appreciate that, just as a person, as a friend. I know you're passionate about politics. What experiences in your life sort of shaped your worldview?
Like, I would say all Hispanic people, we
Okay.
come from a third world.
Mm-hmm.
We know really what poverty is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it's around us, and the how the government is it's like it's everywhere, even here,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more on those countries that it's easier not to be free speech.
Mhm.
If you do that, you're gone.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and here you feel more free.
Right.
There's still, I believe in democracy,
Yes.
so I'm in the best place I can.
Right. Well, yeah. Yep. I what's something about the Mexican community, and I don't talk about that, but I don't. But I think this. You can answer this. What's something sort of about the Mexican community that you wish more Americans understood, if there is anything?
No, I'd say because I always told my husband, why don't you learn Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
That way you can understand us more.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow I learn English faster, way faster.
Mm-hmm.
And since I speak both, I'd say, okay, don't you ever try to learn Spanish unless you live there,
Yeah.
because it's really difficult.
It is difficult.
Spanish is really difficult.
It is difficult.
So probably that, always the language. That's how you understand
Right.
people.
Right. It really is.
If I'm upset,
Yes.
if I want to curse,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
has to be in Spanish.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't feel the same.
That's funny.
After so many
That's
years.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. When you look at your life, you look at your struggles. When you look at your life, you look at your struggles, your achievements. What's something that you're really most proud of that maybe you accomplished or overcame?
My children.
Okay.
My children are my pride, my
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Right.
And the person I have become through the years, I think I'm a good person.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of us are good people.
Yes.
So I have a lot of knowledge, and that did not come free.
Yes.
I read a lot. Now less books
Yes.
and more, technology.
Yeah. Online. Yeah.
But in order to be a doctor,
Right.
you have to read and fast. So
Right.
reading it's
Right.
knowledge.
Yes.
So that it's something that no one take away from me. The reading, what I've learned over
Right.
the years, it's mine.
Mm.
So that's my one of.
Well said. Well said. That's so true about reading and things of that nature. Give me 1 second. Gotta go to my second page. Was there a moment, I guess, just to sort of, do you ever feel invisible when you sort of care for someone full time? Do you ever feel like
Visible or invisible?
invisible? Do you ever feel like invisible in the world when you have the intensity of care that you have to help your husband with? Do you ever have where you feel like you've almost lost your voice that you had, or your pizzazz and things of that nature?
Life can make you feel like you're drowning and you're not going to. You gasp for air.
Right.
But eventually, like I said, I am not religious.
Right.
and I thought I'm not going to get out of this one.
Right.
But life gives you live from your choices.
Right.
And you have to listen when you don't feel good.
Yes.
You have to listen to other people. So now, I came to Utah because the only family I have in the United States, it's here.
Mm.
So she's my first cousin, and she's a month older than me. So we grew up together. We know each other like
Right.
sisters.
Right.
So whenever I feel something, this today that I had a hard time, I called her and I said, just listen to me. There's nothing you can do. So just reach out to her and she could listen to me.
Right.
That was pretty much what
Right.
How I started just calming down, and it was good. So I do have family
Yes.
and very close, and that's
Yes.
precious.
No, I love your energy. Denise has such a good spirit, and when you think about your younger self, that younger woman back in Mexico, maybe in medical school, what do you wish you could go back and tell her?
Tell Denise, don't be crazy.
Okay.
No, I don't regret anything. I would say I would cheer me up. Like,
Yes.
You're doing good.
Right.
You're doing what it takes.
Yes.
And not everybody finish a career.
Right.
So that also nobody can take away from me.
Right.
And I was really, really genuinely happy.
Right.
My youth, my childhood, my youth. And I am a person who's happy. It's just that I have this, that it's challenging right now
Right.
for me every day with
Right.
my husband.
Right.
Other than that, I enjoy Utah, the beauty. I am from Cabo San Lucas. I know
Right.
a lot of people know
Sure.
where Cabo San Lucas is. So it's the ocean, beautiful
Yes.
ocean, and the desert. So coming here and see the mountains, they change every season, probably every day. Also, we have this when the sun sets,
Yes.
and you see this beautiful red
Right.
clouds,
Right.
and it's beautiful. We came here to live in an apartment to see if we wanted to live here,
Right.
and Utah won.
That's funny. That's beautiful. That's awesome. Yeah, people love Utah. People will leave Utah, and a lot of them come back.
It-
And then a lot of people just move to Utah and never leave. So,
It's still small, you know. It's
yes.
still small, but has whatever a big city has.
Yes.
So that is something that we appreciate. Besides, it's beautiful,
Right.
beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me get a couple more. What cultural traditions from your upbringing have sort of kept you grounded to this day, even though you're not there anymore?
Family.
Mm.
I think the most, if you saw yesterday, we spoke to another Latina,
Mm-hmm.
and family is everything for us.
Right.
Everything. And I have I'm so lucky to have still my parents. They're 91 years old, and
Wow.
my dad still drives.
Right.
So it keeps me, like, I can be here, I can have most than a lot of people,
Right.
but I know where I come from.
Right.
And that is what keeps me grounded
Right.
and just humble.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I can. Yeah.
Nobody's more, less, has more, less.
Right.
We are all the same. So.
Right. Right. And that's so true too. Like if you ever get around like, successful people, you realize like yeah, it's just different. You start realizing, like, these guys have good habits, or these guys or girls, they have good habits. They consistent. They're really not much smarter than anyone else.
And look at us with the age,
Mm-hmm.
with the guys, David and
Sure. Yeah. Probably shouldn't use names.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just realized.
So it's about who we are
Mm-hmm.
as people, and
Right.
not that you're successful like you
Right.
said or not. It just I love people,
Yeah. No. I
and
sense
you
that.
realize when you want to keep
Yes.
them
Yes.
in your
Yes.
life.
Yes. And you're just such a decent human. Denise is just such a decent person. That it's just really, it's motivating, it's inspiring, it's kind of awe-inspiring. It kind of, you have a unique energy, and you give a lot to your fellow man, and there's a balance there, because what helps sort of keep your heart soft and open as you age and deal with tragedy and things? What sort of helps keep your heart soft and open?
I think the older you get, the better person, the better you is what we become.
Right.
When we're young, we're too busy with many things.
Right.
And when you get to the time of your life where you have time for yourself, I was telling you, I'm very lucky that my husband is ill, but I have time for him. So yes, it is hard, but I'm always aware of what I have, what is good in my life.
Right.
And I try you guys bring me happiness a lot. I really love you guys, and you, I don't know, your youth, what you do, your vibes, it's everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Let's get a few more. At this stage of your life, what does hope sort of look like for you? I know you're going through a lot, but what do you sort of cling to or look forward to?
I wish my children lived here. I wish I could go back and forth to Mexico, but right now I cannot. But one day I hope I end up there.
Yes. Let's go with a little bit. I almost want to, because this has been great, and this is almost an episode right here. Is there anything else that you want to, that you'd like to talk about? Is there anything? Is there anything you want to talk about? Because I want you to talk about. I think you want to talk about just like maybe some things to get off some things off your chest, some things that you feel strongly about, and I want to give you an opportunity. We can have a dialogue, a conversation. This is off the record. Obviously, we always, all the time, we share our opinions. We don't. So it's not me and you are different. Most people, are just not. Because I think we're both intelligent humans. We, can talk, and also I don't think we're as far away as we think we are, like in certain political things. But I'd love to just let you riff. So this is, again, I'll edit this, but I'd love to just let you riff if you want to talk, and then maybe I can push back. Maybe I can play devil's advocate. Maybe we can just have a conversation. And well, I don't even have to post it, but we have time. He's not going to come in here for at least 25 minutes, so we could just talk. You could just talk, and we could see. And I don't, we can post what we want, and maybe we make like a part 2, like a political conversation. And what does it hurt? What does it matter anyway? I mean, we got some time. I just don't want to denigrate. I think that right there is an episode by itself, what we just did. And maybe we can do like a little thing where we're like, thank you for being here, and then let that be an episode. And then we have like a Q&A, or we have like a political thing, and then we like you talk about society in the future, and we have a open conversation, and then maybe that would be interesting to people too, just to hear different views. Someone say,
I would like to say, since I am a person who believes just in me,
yes,
my number one commandment
yes,
is respect.
yep,
I believe if you don't have that for anyone, you don't have it for you.
right. So true, so true.
Respect is number one.
Yes,
And that's what we need now.
right.
And I don't know why times are the way they are. You see a lot of angry people,
Right.
and I don't understand that sometimes, why you're angry, why we are not more united. And for example, in my situation, in all these years I've been living here, I have had felt racism.
Okay.
But the thing here is that I think it's their problem and not mine.
Right. I agree.
Being a biracial marriage, we are exactly the same. That's when you realize
Right.
I'm exactly like you.
Right.
And we want to be happy, and we want to be going through life, learning and our journey together.
Right.
So I would say that a lot of the things that are happening right now, if we have respect for each other, it would be different.
Right. I agree.
Remember the lady that said, I would not change the government, I would change
Right.
the people's mind.
I use that clip, and I was wondering what exactly I heard. Yeah, it's we have to individually change first, and I used that clip today, actually.
Yes, that was very wise from her. And see, I learned yesterday
Right.
that, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
We're fighting with the giant
Right.
or the elephant in the room, and it's us.
Right.
It's us who we have to
Right.
change the way we are doing things.
Right.
Where are we going?
Right.
What are we doing to our world?
Right.
And I have children. I want them to be able to smell flowers and to
Right.
go into the ocean. And
Right.
I hope it can be possible that we can
I-
reverse a little bit.
The thing is, I'm trying to set up a political discourse with Denise, but it's so hard to even do that because it almost feels such low vibration to even delve in that. Like, how do you make it where it's high vibration? There's so many shows on that, and just trying to think of ways to make things unique to people, or to reach people, or to have a message, or for you to have a voice, for me to have a voice. And at the same time, it's like, it's like we, it's almost.
But it's the same when you speak about religion and politics.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
You have to be either very wise,
Right.
very respectful,
Right.
and if the person you're talking to won't open their minds to what you're saying,
Right.
why are you wasting your time?
100%. That is the wisest thing. I had a behaviorist on here, sort of a human behaviorist expert, and he said the same thing. He's like, when you have a conversation with some, say a family member or person at work that you have to negotiate with, it's like you have to be willing for them to completely not listen and you be okay with it, And I think one good thing about, like, I'm very social is that I meet so many people that, like, I've really stopped, like, worrying about how I look or the judgment from them, where I just share freely and I talk to everyone. And if people are in a exchange kind of mood, that's great. And if they're not, that's okay too. And I can relate to that. Just just how I am socially and meeting people, and I'm always meeting new people. That you sort of just get really, you just love yourself and you share freely because that's who you are, irregardless of what the outcome or of the external is.
It's
Yeah,
you.
it's you. Same thing. Let's see. What makes you? What makes you want to help people and do things and show up and be like you are? What's a driving factor in the things that make you who you are?
I think it's in my nature. For example, a family of 6, let's say,
Okay.
each one is different.
Mm.
So it's the same, like in my family, we're 3, and we have the same teachings, the same values, and we're different.
Right.
So it's, I don't know, it's just, what was the question?
Oh, it was what I just think about you like coming here today to translate and to do things, and it's very awe-inspiring to just to have you do that, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm just trying to understand what makes you the way you are and how you engage with the world.
Some people thank you for what you're doing, but actually, I'm the one who's doing. Like if I help somebody,
Right.
I feel good.
Right.
That is my payment.
Yes, it is.
Although some people think that you're dumb,
Right.
or they want to take advantage of
Right.
that,
Right.
and that's when I say, I don't want to keep this person
Right.
in my life.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
is that.
Yeah. You can have boundaries, and at the same time, you're playing a different game. You're not playing the same game. We don't have to play the same game of like, it's like we're sharing to share. We're doing things to do it. The joy is in the act itself, whatever that act may be. If it's a hard thing, if it's an exercise, if it's sharing with someone, like the joy is in the act itself, and the result is irrelevant when you just love the process of doing whatever it is that you're doing. If it's hard or if it's unselfish or whatever that action may be. Sort of how I look at it.
Like, I think you are a very transparent people.
Mm.
You know what? You are very respectful.
Mm. Thank you.
And young people are not like that anymore.
Right.
And I can see that. There's another friend that you met of mine, a
Yes.
good friend, and she says the same thing.
Mm.
That your mom really did
Mom,
good.
I love this. Yeah. Hello, Mom.
Did good.
Mm.
You're a wonderful man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very respectful, and that's very important
Mm-hmm.
for us women.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. In our last little bit, is there anything that you'd like to share with the audience? Anything you want to talk about? We can do a little special segment in a minute, but is there anything you want to share, Denise? Any words to anybody? Any messages? Anything you want to tell the world?
I'm very concerned about how things are right now.
Okay.
Because people don't realize that this world, this country, whatever happens here, it will affect the whole world.
Right. I agree.
That's why it cannot be selfish.
Right.
We're one world.
Mm.
So right now, I feel that maybe that's how I am. I will give anything to other people
Right.
to help. To a point,
Right,
you know,
right,
that,
right,
that
right.
I feel
Right.
comfortable.
Right.
But that is exactly what we all have to do. And coming from a country who are not at war with anyone,
Right.
it's really hard for me to understand what war does to people. What's
Right.
happening right now, it just enrages. Like, for example, if I don't have my family, they're all gone.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have to live for? I want vengeance.
Right. Yeah. But,
You know,
Sure.
there's nothing good about, oh,
right.
you know what happened. So that peaceful I am. I know it's really hard, but I don't like war. I
No,
don't like war
I
at
agree.
all.
It's a waste of resources. It's a waste of money, lives, blood, and sweat,
We're all
and,
humans.
and treasure.
Children.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I told you,
Yeah.
children for me are, I'm weak. It's my weakness.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah.
And animals.
Mhm.
I'd say.
So I'm totally not for Trump. Thank you so much, Denise. You're awesome. Thank you for this conversation. I see we have to go. You're awesome. You're such a good person. And thanks for watching this.
Support him.
Peace. Thank you.